What's up, guys? It's April. Welcome to your energy update for November 15th to the 21st in Akashic Records Rant. As you guys know, I'm an Akashic Records reader, intuition development teacher, and what a journey to help people realize that this is a lifestyle. That, our whole lives, our society has been telling us to live in a push, go, strain, stress way. That the more that we tune into our heart, the more that we meditate, the more we get connected, we let go, we accept, we trust, we follow our messages. That life is nothing but a flowing river that we're going down, and we're meeting opportunities, people, and situations that are meant for our signature. So it's truly actually an intuitive lifestyle is living in unconditional love and having compassion and loving neutrality, and watching things show up for you and then taking action on them. If you are curious about this lifestyle and curious about cultivating intuition, my intuitive development membership is in the description below. It's $11.11 a month, and there is tons of intuitive development courses and classes that we do live, and there's also Akashic reiki meditations where I channel messages and help you to get into that intuitive space while receiving a full reiki treatment. So we meet live every Thursday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Come join us. If you just hang out in that membership just for a little while, you will learn a lot. It's a life-changing experience. It's only $11. So, all right, let's go ahead and go into November 15th, Friday. Holy Spirit of God, opening up to the records. I love you so much. November 15th, Friday. What's going on November 15th, Friday? I got the Chariot in my head, like I'm seeing this epiphany energy. I'm getting tell all. Be extroverted. Share your experience. Whether it is something that you need to get off of your chest, something that is helping you process a higher understanding of who you are, or a higher wisdom that you're trying to put into words. It's important to reach out to people that day. This is a big day. I know it's the full moon. I like to read based off of what I'm receiving versus, whether it's a full moon or, numerology, anything like that. Shining light, things being exposed, shining light on something new, shining light on old. It's the exposing the truth. If you hold back from your truth that day, you're not going to be able to for long, because it's being exposed. So your outside world is going to expose it for you if you're not willing to address it or show up or acknowledge these truths, whether they are positive, negative. They're all here to help you grow and to understand what's going on within yourself and within the with the outside world. Ultimately, this energy is building who you're becoming and what you are stepping into for the next 20 years, next 15, 20 years. It is, for some of you, I'm feeling like there might be endings of things, breakups, maybe a job, like quitting a job, quitting an identity. And a lot of you have to make big decisions that day. There's a decision that needs to be made. Are you willing to make the decision that you know is going to bring you into progress, even if it's uncomfortable to even imagine? Because it feels so big. Or are you willing to take the leap? Some of us have a hard time stepping into rapid growth. But it's not necessarily that you need to grow rapidly, right? Don't put so much pressure on yourself or a situation or a person. You're going to grow at the pace that you're going to grow at. All you have to do is follow the small messages that you know are right for you. And it's not making a decision that's based off of comfort. If you do, oh my God, you're not going to be able to stay there for long at all. The energy won't let you. It's not time to stay in comfort land. If you make a decision based off of what you know is right for you, even if it's uncomfortable or not, then you are in alignment that day. Let go of the past. Gotta let go of the past that day. It is over. Like, nothing that is happening in your life presently and into the future has anything to do, with some of the mother effers that you've met, with some of the situations you've come across. All that was meant to do was to bring you into an aligned space, into discernment, and to understanding yourself more. That's it. That chapter's over. It's gone. It's important to not make decisions based off of comfort and fear. There you go. If you don't feel like you're getting a decision that you need to make that day, it's coming in. Don't worry. It's coming in. It's coming in like a hot potato. All right, November 16th, Saturday. What's going on November 16th, Saturday? I saw a butterfly. I also got the word that impressed. I just saw the imagery of this word. It said overwhelm, expansion. I'm also seeing a meadow. I'm seeing a field. What does this all represent? It's expansion. It's vast. It's big. Some of you don't know where to land with all of the information, whether this information is subconscious or conscious. It's not meant to land. Don't give it a place to land that day. It's important to be comfortable with that there's all this information, and that some of it is going to blend together and create something, while some of it's going to fall away. And some of that information is also going to be useful for the future, just not yet at this time. So this is a great day to reflect, to discuss, to phone a friend, also to sit into your meditation and write some of this stuff down. Yeah, I got the Hangman card, and it's like a lot of people who aren't comfortable with sitting in that type of energy. You might feel like you're just in suspense. You don't know where anything is landing. You don't know where you stand in your own life or in situations. A lot of you want to not make decisions based off of this, because it can stir up an emotion. And I love this saying. I've been following it for, since I was 21, so like 16 years now. Don't make a halt. Don't make a decision when you're hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. And I'm going to add, don't make a decision when you don't know. Just let all the information do its thing. Let the energy do its thing. And I'm getting like just on Saturday to just relax. Enjoy yourself, relax. There is a lot of stuff that's coming in, that's forming, that's taking shape. And we don't always need to know what we need to be doing. And you might notice that there's artists out there, sometimes they don't even know what they're going to draw. And then they start drawing, and it's the best thing they ever drew. So that's somewhat resonant to how Saturday feels. This is going to be an easy day for some and a hard day for others. Once again, it's like breaking things down. There are things that are breaking away. There's new energy coming in. For some, there's just this like just kind of like loss and depression. But it's only because things are changing. That's it. Things are changing, and it's a good thing. And it's okay if you feel, for some of you, if you feel kind of a little mopey, it's okay. That's how you're processing. The more that we don't deny ourselves or feel bad about certain emotions we have, the easier it is. It just passes right through us. All right, let me go ahead and go into November 17th, Sunday. What's going on November 17th, Sunday? Also, there's a lot of energy moving those 2 days. My throat was kind of tight. So the things that we're sharing may be uncomfortable. It may force us to look at aspects of ourselves we didn't see coming. Positive, negative, whatever. But it's important to still get it out. Okay, November 17th, Sunday. What's going on November 17th, Sunday? I got revelation. Oh, fun. And I got joy. I also have someone like dancing like a leprechaun in the background, getting jiggy with it. Na 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 na. There is a sense of feeling liberated from thoughts, liberated from past, all things forming, coming together. I know who I am. I know where I stand. Everything has brought me to this moment. I see clearly. I have faith that everything is aligning for me. So this is a lot of what people are stepping into on Sunday the 17th. And the first thing that I saw, this is so great. I saw baklava, like a piece of baklava. And it's like, do you know how long it takes to make baklava? That little delicious dessert takes a while. You know, the beautiful things in life, they take a while to create. And it's almost like that day the baklava came out of the oven. We gotta like air it out, you know. Don't want to eat super hot baklava. Actually, I don't even know how to make baklava, so please forgive me but it's like you have to let it just sit for a little bit and then you can eat it. All right, what are we not aware of on Sunday? Let me start that over. What are you not aware of on Sunday? Yeah, it's just watching. I'm getting watching blessings come in that day. It's interesting. For some of you, if a blessing comes in, this is only for some of you, it might give you anxiety that it's over, or that if you didn't get a blessing, then it's not going to happen. And it's like, don't let your outside world dictate your faith. Don't let your outside world dictate your faith. Your faith is an inside job. Your trust in the universe and God is an inside job. Let the outside world do what it needs to do in order to sweep away anything that's not necessary, or let something come in that is totally meant for you. You are a divine soul. And the more that you come into connection with your soul while you are in the human form, you will be transformed. And when you are transformed, your outside world begins to transform. But by no means, don't let your outside world dictate your inner transformation. Don't let it faze you. I'm getting like there's some things going on for some people. You just don't let it faze you. Don't. It is so important to stay grounded that day, to stay connected in your intuition. Watch all the bullshit and the positive stuff. Just watch it, witness it, don't connect to it. Let it take care of itself. It's kind of like, I don't know why all these baking analogies are coming up today, but it's like sourdough. Like if you don't let the sourdough ferment for a long enough time, it's not going to be as good. Okay? You have to watch it, witness it, let it do its thing. And then, once it's fermented and like, sat there for an hour, then you start to do the process where you put it in the oven. Oh, and that's interesting. It's like when we hear the word sour, we're like, ugh, I don't know, that doesn't sound good. But we all love sourdough bread. So it's almost like for some of you, the sour experience is only one section of this full phrase, or it's only an aspect of the whole thing. It needs to happen in order to create this beautiful thing. But I will say Sunday is a mixed bag. I feel like there are going to be people that have wonderful opportunities and experiences that day. And for some of you, it's like things are just looking a little sour, but it's not the big picture. Don't worry about it. Stay cool as a cucumber. If you can stay cool as a cucumber that day, you're winning. You're in alignment. All right, let's go ahead and go to November 18th, Monday. There's a little bit of a recovery day that day, and there also is a sense of feeling more relaxed and patient, where I feel like the 15th, the 16th, and the 17th were these big ramp up days. There was a lot of hype, glee, worry, stress, like lots of amped energy. 18th, Monday, comes into more of like a calm, mellow, drink a cup of coffee slowly. Look around and see what you want to do, but not take like immediate action. Do the things that you need to do, to have your day be, if you need to do things, do them, but kind of just, even how I feel like molasses. Like the minute we tapped into Monday, I'm like, okay. What I like about Monday, it's heavy, it's sticky like molasses, but it's actually the glue that's bringing everything together. Where the last 3 days, like, everything was and then Monday is like bringing it all together. You're going to notice that people are going to be thinking of others a lot that day. Like, how is this person going to fit into my life? How is this job going to fit into my life? I feel it is the right thing to do, but I'm afraid of what I'll become. And for some of you, you're not afraid. It's kind of just like taking that moment before you jump off the cliff. But you had a bungee on your leg. Like, you're good. You can do it. What are we not aware of that day? Yeah, there's a big, it's asking for us to leave it all. Leave it all. I just got the death card. Transform. Let yourself transform. Slice through the bullshit. Allow yourself to breathe, to be, to see who you are. The minute that you start to get a glimpse of who you are that day, it's like, boom. Feels like it's just like, they landed, let's go. Oh no, I don't. I'm on Monday. See, honestly, Monday also feels very daydreamy. Like I'm forgetting things a little bit in my head. The concept of time might feel really weird that day. Trusting your intuition feels good, but also floaty. So, yeah, just float with it. All right. What does November 19th, Tuesday, feel like? So I saw a guitar. It was like an electric guitar. What does that represent? Electricity, rock, amped, movement. You are becoming a being that is able to see and perceive many different things from a different perspective. Ultimately, all you have to do is invite what is meant for you to come in. What I'm getting is we are becoming magnets. We're becoming master receivers. Our destiny is coming in now. Believing that it's all happening for you and that everything is available, that this world, that this universe has unlimited resources and they are all available and ready for us. When we are following our soul's path, when we are following an aspect of our soul's path, if our destiny is to be in our most authentic version of ourselves, for a lot of you, you're going to see and feel this amplification that day. Old systems are going to die. And if you are anything that's like stuck in the money realm is crumbling. If people are focused on just money, that's going to crumble like a cookie. The things that have stability, foundation, prosperity behind it, heart center, being of service to others, taking care of others, finding ways to help the community, to inspire others to be a better person. Money comes in like whoop-de-doo. We don't need to focus so hard on it. It comes in. And the more that we are intentional with helping others through our acts of self-love and our connection, we sit into service. This is the type of energy that is going to start showing up that day. It's going to get spotlight. And the other industries and fields that I'm getting into, I don't know why I'm getting into this so deeply, it's over. Like, companies that are focused on money have to find ways to balance the scales of helping humanity or making the workplace a beautiful environment for humans to work at. I got a very big collective message there. And ultimately, it's coming down to more of like the individual level now. Are we going to follow an old system or are we going to follow the new system? Do we think we have to be a certain way? Or are we just going to be ourselves without fear, without fitting into something, without assuming that some of these aspects of this old is going to have a power play on us in some way? Whoever this is resonating for, it's hitting hard. If it's not, it's okay. It'll hit hard in about 2 years. You'll see it in real time. I don't even know why I said 2 years, but it feels like a couple years. This is all going to hit. no matter who you are, no matter how far along you are. You got to trust your gut here. November 19th, you got to trust your gut. Are you going to follow it 100%, or are you going to follow what your mind thinks you should be doing? This is a big pivot day. Are you ready to pivot? Are you ready to feed your ego, or are you ready to feed your soul? November 19th is a big day. What you decide from there, and it's okay if you don't decide immediately. I'm just letting you know this is when this energy starts. It's big. What are we not aware of? It's all about the teamwork. It's really here ultimately to help humanity. We are here to help humanity, help ourselves, and help humanity. Oh, that's cool. November 19th is a great day to right a wrong. If you feel like you need to apologize to someone, or you feel like there was a miscommunication that needs to be addressed, that's a great day to do that. Because the energy is literally saying, like, are you going to step into your soul? And if you can try to find forgiveness and good communication with someone, that really does set you in a really positive motion. So for some of you, you might be receiving a phone call or someone from your past. I would say hear them out. There's a lot of people on the internet that are like, don't go through your past people. And it's like, what? Really? Like, we're just going to generalize that? Yeah, maybe most of them. But sometimes someone from our past has something important to share with us. When I was like 25, I had a person in high school call me, and they were in rehab, and they apologized for mistreatment in high school. You know, that was lovely. So it's important to be open to what people want to say to us that day. You're going to be healing, and you're going to be healing them at the same time. That doesn't mean that everyone's going to be perfectly apologizing, by the way. Some people might do it, and then they're like, oh, wait, I'm not ready to grow. But it's being open and available to that possibility. And I am going to just reiterate this again. These are collective energetic signatures that I'm pulling, and you might move faster or slower than the collective on some of these things. So it's really good to watch this whole thing and feel into the whole week. And if you have a day that was, that you experienced things that happened a day before, that's okay. Or after, that's okay too. Maybe even 2 days. Energy moves really fast. Okay, so it has the tendency to, time is a very strange concept for energy. I'm processing too, so I'm burping, I'm noticing that. So November 19th is a huge process day. I'm sitting in it because I want people to feel the magnitude of that day. And if you are wanting to feel into it, I'm going to give you an opportunity. All you have to do right now in this very moment is tune into your crown chakra. And go ahead and say November 19th Tuesday, November 19th Tuesday, November 19th Tuesday, and feel your crown chakra connect to November 19th Tuesday. And also, you can plug into me right now. Feel into me through the screen. It's kind of like this calm, intense, electric momentum, like It reminds me of a boat, a huge ship that from far away it looks like it's coming in really slow. But when it gets closer, it's coming in so fast. And there's a lot of energy behind that ship. All right, let's go ahead and go into November 20th, Wednesday. What's going on November 20th, Wednesday? I got, for some of you, freak out. I'm getting stuff like, what did I do? I didn't mean to do that. I'm getting, please forgive me again. All right. I'm going to go ahead and tune in this a little bit more. November 20th, Wednesday. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, gosh. For those of you who have been staying true to yourself, cultivating your intuition, focusing on nothing but love, forgiveness, to the best of your ability, it's not a perfect road. If you have been wronged by a situation, if someone hasn't seen you clearly, if they don't understand you, know that there's some people in their own way that are going to see a little bit more. It's almost like everything that you work towards, there's an acknowledgement. Whether you do this for work or not, it's like someone acknowledges your spirit, or a company acknowledges your efforts and spirit. There's a lot of expansion that we give each other just by acknowledging one another. You know, if you feel called to, it's like even give a friend that is connected, that does see you, and just say, hey, you know what? I freaking appreciate you. I appreciate you. Even if they don't see themselves, it's just like, this is a great day to show appreciation for yourself and for others. A lot of creative energy that day. It's important to have, that's why. We need energy to keep moving forward. And a way that you can solidify and move energy forward is to appreciate yourself, appreciate others. To be ambitious and strong in your beliefs. I'm just going to say this, November 20th feels like such a blank. It feels like a blank day. High waters. What does that mean? Oh, kind of like if you have this this lake that's been in a drought, like you've had a drought season and there's only been like a little bit of water, it's like everything is starting to build and build and build. A lot of positive energy coming in. Keep following your intuition. It's not like things are not visible again, but there's a lot of trust and acceptance and faith. There are people that feel, and I am pausing a little bit more because these messages need more pausing. There are people that feel that they need to grasp for straws in this type of energy that are not aware of the kind of like the universal law concepts that we talk about on here. Like sitting in unconditional love, the heart being the strongest power in the universe, love. For those who are not in that energy, they'll feel like they need to grasp for straws. So some of these apologies or some of these phone calls, that might be happening as well. You're being seen, for some of you, you're being seen as someone that can bridge both worlds, the spiritual with the practical. You live in a high vibration, whether you're conscious of it or not sometimes. And sometimes we need to leave things behind, or leave an identity behind, or know that we can't help everyone in this human way, but how we can help more people is by staying in our connection and making sure that's that's the number one thing to do, is to stay in our connection, have things in our lives that make us just keep endlessly filling our bodies up with love and giving it away as much as we can. Sorry, this is once again, November 20th is kind of this like mixed bag. It's kind of all disorganized, but it's also very positive. For some of the people that feel like they need to grasp for straws, they just feel like there's a lot of burdens, a lot of complications. But people who are in their heart, they don't feel that way. I'm not getting that for you guys. But also, it's not so black and white. We might be living in our heart. We might be living in our minds at the same time. So just know if you're having a hard day on the 20th, Wednesday, it's important to get into your heart space and let go of the brain. All right, let's go ahead and go into... I'm just feeling like a lot of stuff in my throat right now, and I'm feeling like Wednesday feels complicated. It's feeling so complicated. And just kind of disorienting. So just heads up there. All right, we're going to go into November 21st, Thursday. Make believe it's magic. Make believe it's magic. It's a magical day. Oh my goodness, what does that represent? If you just make believe that everything is magical, that it is. Like, you just have to believe that everything is so magical. It's all coming together. Don't worry about the weather. Okay. What's coming in? The choices that you make this week is going to start showing up on the 21st, Thursday. If you have that type of energy, if you're feeling that positive energy of like, you know what, I just believe it's all coming in. What is the outcome of this? You got to stand your ground. The world is telling us to live this kind of like burdensome life where we're focused on finances, where we're focused on who's going to be the political leader. And I'm going to say this again, we are sovereign beings. We are creating our own reality constantly. And how we can change our outside reality is by changing our inside world. Will you stand your ground and defend your position on living a heart-led life? By following a different rule system that has nothing to do with how this world operates. The societal standards. Are you willing to step out, have courage and faith and trust that when you are taking care of yourself and focusing on your inside world, everything unfolds in magical ways? And the more people that do this, for how you show up for yourself, the more people that show up for themselves in this way, in unconditionally loving vibrations, to the best of their ability as a human being, you will see the whole world change. It's not, oh my gosh, sorry, this is channeled. It's not important to get upset about what's happening outside. When you do, you allow that vibration to come into your state of being, your consciousness, and then you start having experiences based off of that particular vibration in your life. What do you choose to plug into? fear, control, doubt, worry, the past? Or are you willing to unplug out of that energy and knowing that you are the one creating your reality? And by stepping into the frequency of love, trust, acceptance, joy, having the courage to be in the present moment in all circumstances, that is going to change everything in this world the more that people do that. And guess what? You don't even have to work as hard. You don't have to work as hard. You don't have to be as stressed. Your body gets healthier. Everything is optimized. You're in peace. And you get to have a better life than anything on this other side. So that was a little bit of my Akashic Records rant. November 21st, sacred pause, baby. Pause it out. Pause it out. Get into the vibration that everything is so freaking magical. It's happening for you. It's happening for you. It feels like some of you are going to get an offer, but at the same time, don't expect that. Okay? I don't know what that offer is for some of you. It's important to maintain balance and to also connect to your spirituality and use it to bridge the practical, spiritual practical. It's like kind of just feeling into that energy that day and not making huge decisions and enjoying yourself. So this is a wild week. November is definitely a flavor. It's calling for us to relax, be patient, enjoy the ride, have a good time, process, baby. I love you so much, guys. Have a beautiful week.